Hello, everyone. One important aspect of our individual worldviews is how we respond to challenges and conflicts. In mine, forgiveness plays a central role, though it's often difficult. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting the harm done, nor does it require placing yourself in a vulnerable position that could lead to further injury. Those who followed me since I first spoke out against the Delaware Chancery Court approval of Aron's Project Popcorn scheme, which I view as theft from retail investors, know that it immediately invited fierce attacks. Many of these seemed to come from individuals incentivized to target me. The harassment wasn't limited to vicious online insults, condescending tropes, and baseless accusations detached from reality. It escalated into real-world interference. 2 people contacted my workplace to threaten my employers and try to get me fired. Ironically, this mirrored the very projection they accused others of. I know you've heard parts of this story before, but please bear with me. There is an important update. Recently, an online acquaintance notified me that the same individual who previously threatened my job has resurfaced. This came after one of the people featured in Part 1 of One Nation Under Fraud, a documentary series on my channel, was arrested for soliciting an underage child. Here's the key point that the less informed need to understand, and those in the know will immediately recognize. Citing a source in a documentary does not mean endorsement of their character or unrelated actions, especially events in their personal life that no one could have foreseen. Part 1 of the documentary was completed on October 20th, 2024. The arrest didn't occur until December 17th, 2025, over a year later. My only involvement was citing this individual as a source and including a clip where he exposed another's role in deceiving retail investors during the meme stock era. That was the extent of it, nothing more. Yet this person has seized on it to fabricate an insubstantial connection between me and the individual's reprehensible actions. The accusations have grown even more severe. Frankly, this individual doesn't deserve further attention beyond being reported to the proper authorities for the ongoing harm he's inflicted on our community over the years, and on me. Pause and consider this. Guilt by association is already a logical fallacy, laying on non sequiturs, red herrings, and straw man arguments while projecting an era of an all-knowing authority and pandering to those who don't think critically takes it to another level. If you knew me beyond the snippets related to AMC's Project Popcorn controversy, you'd recognize how baseless these claims truly are, though still damaging in many ways. This person doesn't care about the truth or context. He's banking on manufactured outrage to lend credibility to his lies. To illustrate how absurd this is, imagine calling me a racist against black people, despite my lifelong admiration for shows like Good Times, Sanford and Son, What's Happening, The Jeffersons, cheering the Showtime Lakers, and looking up to figures like Malcolm X and James Baldwin. Where I'm from, we didn't see color that way. We had Eddie Murphy, damn it. Citing a person for content or a quotation is research, period, regardless of what they did afterward or even before. If unrelated, it would be no different than accusing me of endorsing Bill Cosby's crimes simply because I enjoyed Fat Albert and The Cosby Show as a kid, or citing him in a school paper that resurfaced later. Do you see how disconnected and nonsensical that is? Yet this person framed it as if the arrested individual and I were best friends, without any evidence. I think the reason he's so incensed is projection, holding on to his own actions and shifting blame into a grudge, not caring how it affects me. This is especially clear because a portion of the video focused on someone with the username Platinum Sparkles. She's still associated with my harasser, and she was one of the few who interviewed SEC Chairman Gary Gensler and former Citadel high-speed trader Dave Lauer during the meme stock era. That's huge access. Even more notable was her interview with FTX former president Brett Harrison during the tokenization phase of some of the meme stocks. Think about that, you all. She had a clear path to access to these high-profile figures, yet her partner has been targeting retail investors for over 3 years and amplifying the issue if you speak up, simply for citing a source. They present themselves as knowledgeable, but can't distinguish between research and true harassment. That's where the enshittification of society comes in. One final note. After Aron pulled off Project Popcorn, insults about his genealogy began to surface. This fuels division and lowers everyone's IQ. Generalizing responsibility based on ethnicity is another logical fallacy. What is true about Adam Aron is that he's 100% an asshole for what he's done to shareholders. Another good example is like me blaming this person because he is white. And because he is white, all white people are like this. It's moronic. Some of the greatest influences in my life were white. Some of the people who helped me through my life were white. And my greatest relationships were with people who happened to be white. It doesn't mean everyone else is in the same asshole category with Adam Aron and the people harassing retail investors. The only requirement is his humanity, though some might argue cats come close. Thank you for listening. Think critically, question narratives, and treat people as individuals.